Yeah. So next case what I am taking is, there is a one cylinder, let us say this is the cylinder, okay na? Inside the cylinder we are giving one object, we are taking one object, and if we give velocity more than root phi z r, now r is the radius of the cylinder, let us say, then what will happen? It will complete the vertical circle. Okay na? U value greater than root phi z r, then it will complete the vertical circle. Understood? This already we have done. Here normal reaction will be there. If normal reaction is 0 at any place, if u value is less than root phi z r, if u value is less than root phi z r and more than root 2 z r, less than root phi z r and more than root 2 z r, then particle will go to here. Here normal reaction will be 0. Then here it will leave the circular path. Even I have shown some what do you say, that animation also, experiment also to you, which is 5r by 2. H value less than 5r by 2, it will leave the circular path. More than 5 by 2 r, 2.5r, it will complete the vertical circle. In the theory I have explained it. Okay na? So if you give velocity less than root phi z r and more than root 2 z r, then at some point what happens to normal reaction? Normal reaction will be 0. Then it will fall down. It will fall down. That is inside the what? Inside the cylinder. Inside the hollow cylinder. You can write down if you want a hollow cylinder. Inside the hollow cylinder, hollow sphere, vertical track, you can take anything, no problem. But here I am taking completely different. Now whatever you can see on the right side, okay, so this is vertical tube. So you know what is a tube, right? I think you have seen the cycle tubes. There will be tube. Tube means inner surface also will be there. Inner surface also will be there. Here inner surface is not there. Here inner surface is there to support, not to fall down. Okay na? So I am taking the one particle here. Okay na? I am taking the one particle. If I give velocity, then what happens? It has to complete the vertical circle. So let us say that I have given velocity here. Somewhere here normal reaction is 0. Understood? In the tube. So I am drawing the one more diagram. This is the tube, vertically kept. Radius is r. Now I am taking the one particle here. I am projecting with velocity u. Now particle has gone to this place. If normal reaction is 0, here normal reaction is 0, but it is having the velocity. Now tell me, will it fall down? Will it leave the circular path? No. Why? Because there is inner surface. Inner surface prevent it from falling. Inner surface won't allow it from falling. Understood? So that's why it does not leave the circular path. If n value is 0 here, let us say that if it is object is here and this is the normal reaction. If normal reaction is 0 but velocity is not equal to 0, velocity is there, velocity not equal to 0. So under this condition what will happen? It will leave the circular path, it will go in a projectile path. So leaves the circular path. So got the difference? This is circular tube. It is only circular track. So it is when normal reaction is 0, this particle will leave the circular path, but if normal reaction is 0, this particle won't leave the circular path. Why? Because there is a inner surface. Understood? You have to take a tube something like this. So that you have to imagine at least. Okay na? So that is the difference between these two. So here leaving the circular path concept is there, but here leaving the circular path concept is not there. It's exactly same as what? Say exactly same as rod. In the rod also leaving the circular path concept is not there. But whereas in the string you have a leaving of circular path concept, because tension is 0. If tension is 0, so it won't continue in the circular path. It will leave the circular path. As it is a rod, there is no question of loose or slack. So leaving of circular path is not there. If velocity is 0, it will come back. So same case here also. Here also same case. Whenever you are keeping the object in a circular tube, then there is no question of leaving the circular path. Then what is our idea? What is our logic now? To make to complete the vertical circle by a particle, this is the tube. This is the tube, okay? What is the radius of the tube is r. Now I am taking the one particle here. Let us say this is the particle. Now particle is projected with velocity u in such a way that it has to complete the vertical circle. If I am able to send the particle to the topmost point, just like a rod only, nothing else. So at topmost point it has the velocity v. Then once particle has gone to topmost point, can I say that particle will come back, automatically fall down inside the tube? Okay, na? Particle automatically will fall down to the bottommost point once it is gone to the topmost point. So what we need to see that we have to send the particle to the topmost point. So how to go for topmost point? Sending the topmost point means energy conservation we can find out the minimum velocity there. Okay. So by conservation of mechanical energy, what I can write down? I can write down that here potential energy is 0. Whenever you are writing the conservation of mechanical and total energy, always identify where is the 0 potential energy. Then potential energy is 0, kinetic energy is half mu square is equal to, now what is the potential energy? R plus R, 2R height it has gone, then mg into 2R plus half mv square, where v is the velocity at the topmost point. Okay, na? So then half mu square is equal to 2 mgr plus half mv square. Now multiply the 2 and divide with the m cancel out, then u square is equal to multiply the 2 4gr plus v square. Okay, na? Now we require the minimum velocity to complete the vertical circle, then 4gr plus v minimum square. Now what is the minimum velocity possible to complete the vertical circle? See, particle has to go to the topmost point, that's it. Whether velocity is there or not there, it doesn't matter. Even if particle velocity is 0 here, particle velocity is 0, then automatically it will fall down. Just like a rod, I told you, no? Just like a rod, if rod is at the highest point with 0 velocity, then automatically it will fall down because of gravity. Similarly, because of gravity, it will fall down. Whether velocity is there or not, it doesn't matter, it will fall down automatically. Am I right or not? Common sense. If you are keeping at highest point, automatically it will fall down. So similarly, what are the minimum velocities? Minimum velocity is 0 for this. Even here velocity is 0, it will complete the vertical circle. Then what is the minimum velocity required to complete the vertical circle is root 4gr. For rod case it is root 4gl. For circular tube case, it is root 4gr. For rod and circular tube, there is no question of leaving the circular path. So if you give less velocity, what will happen? It will go to some height and fall down. If you give little more velocity, it will go to some other place and fall down. If you give more velocity, then it will complete the vertical circle. So there is no question of leaving the circular path. It's something like a constrained motion. In neutral laws of motion, we discussed no constrained motion. So this particle can move only along the circle. That's it. There is no other path is possible for this. Okay, write down. So rod and circular tube is same. Hollow sphere and string, pendulum connected to a string is same. Circular tube, vertical circular tube and pendulum with the rod is same.